So in the last video, I showed you how to make a simple conversation screen. So now that you know how to do that, the next question is, what are the different types of questions you can actually pose to your students? So the question that I chose earlier on is called a reflective question, and you can tell that it's a reflective question because the answers are both in blue. There are actually three different types of questions in Guroo. There's reflective questions, there are formative questions, and there are assessed questions. So a reflective question like this one is one where the options don't really matter. There are no grades attached to them. There are no right or wrong answers. So these are usually just used for fun, like things like this, where you don't really, it doesn't really matter what the answer is, and you just want to kind of give them different kinds of responses based on what they say. But let's say you want to ask them a question where you want them to know where there is a right or wrong answer. You can go ahead and click the settings button over here, and you can see that it's set to reflective now. We can change it to formative, and that gives you these colored buttons now. So obviously green means good, yellow not so good, and red even worse. So I will show you in another video exactly how to set these up so that they can be graded. But in this video, we'll just concentrate on the formative and the reflective. Right? Okay, so let's say I want to change this question to an actual question where I need a kind of objective answer. So let's say, what is 2 plus 2? Okay, and so you give the correct answer is 4. Okay, and then you can either have a response dialogue. Again, you can say good answer, or you can give them learner feedback. So if I toggle this on, a learner feedback is just it's a response, but just in a different way. So you can say that is correct. 2 plus 2 does equal 4. Something like that. Basically, you can give a little bit longer feedback. Okay, so let's say this, let's give a incorrect answer as an option. Let's say we give them the option to say, oh, what's happening? Okay, my computer is not cooperating. Okay. Okay, let's give them the answer 5. And again, we can still use this. I'm going to say, oh no, that's incorrect. Okay, let's remove this one. And we can say something like, just copy paste the feedback and we'll say, that is incorrect. 2 plus 2 equals 4. So this is how I often use the feedback portion to give the correct answer. So even if somebody got it wrong, you might want them to know why it's wrong or what the actual answer is, and you can do that in the feedback section. You can of course do it here as well, but I don't know, it just depends on how you want it to look to the student. So okay, at the moment you can see that both of these responses are still green. So you just want to click on the color here, and then we're going to change it to red. Okay, so one is now a correct answer and one is a wrong answer. Let's preview it so I can show you what it's going to look like to the students now. Okay, welcome to this module, blah, blah, blah. What is 2 plus 2? And I'm going to say 5 because I'm very bad at math. So I say, oh no, that's incorrect. But, oh, I've done something wrong. Let's go back because it's not showing our feedback. So if something's gone wrong, and it often does, because probably we've forgotten to click something, one of the settings. Just go back to edit mode and you can see, okay. It's because somehow I haven't toggled on the learner feedback. I must have accidentally closed it earlier. So let's toggle on learner feedback as well. Okay, we're done. And preview again. And let's see if that's fixed the problem. Alright. Try this again. I'm going to say 4 this time. Good answer. And there you go. So the feedback appears in a box like this. And actually, if a student clicks explore feedback, they're going to get essentially the opportunity to check what your responses are for each and every question. So this is useful because sometimes students get the wrong answer, but you want them to see what the correct answer is, and so on and so forth. It can be useful if the questions are a little bit more complicated, where there's more than one correct answer or more than one incorrect answer, and so on. So that's it. Now you know how to make a conversation screen. I'm going to cover a little bit more in detail about the questions and maybe in the form of a quiz in the next video.